transgenders, visibly the most invisible population in the country, has fought a long battle for social inclusion. The system had denied their very human existence as they were neither male nor female, since there were only two genders recognized. The Election Commission of India pioneered their recognition in 2009 by providing the other option in voter registration forms. And in a landmark judgment by the Supreme Court in 2014, transgender persons were recognized as the third gender. Even though the law may have recognized the community, only a multi-pronged approach shall bring this extremely marginalized minority into the mainstream.
In India, transgender persons have lived in oppression for many years. But after a hard battle for a long time, they got legal recognition. The battle that they fought alone because people didn't understand them. Today, at India's first National Transgender Award, let's meet those people, individuals, pathbreakers, unsung heroes, organizations, all those who have come forward to support the transgender community in their fight for equality, identity and dignity.
जब हमने पहली संस्था ट्रांसजेंडर्स की शुरुआत करी और वहाँ से एक्टिविज़म की हमने बिगुल बजाया, वहाँ से लेके अभी तक बहुत सारी चीज़ें हुई और यंगेस्ट सिविल राइट मूवमेंट, ट्रांसजेंडर की सबसे यंगेस्ट सिविल राइट मूवमेंट है भारतवर्ष की और सबसे ज़्यादा सक्सेसफुल हुई। हमारे पूरे राइट्स एक्टिविज़म का सबसे बड़ा ब्रह्मास्त्र रहा कि हम अकेले नहीं थे, हम एक संगठन के साथ थे और हम एक समूह थे, हमें कोई नहीं तोड़ पाया।
One of the many unsung heroes who've really worked for this community. We have with us Ashok Rao Kavi. Thank you so much for joining us. You were the first person to come out way back in 1977 about being gay in the open, and then you were a journalist, an activist, then you started with Bombay Dost, and then finally you founded Humsafar Trust. 30 years of really fighting for the rights of the community. Where are we really on this now?
Somehow I feel that after the Section 377 judgment, suddenly we are looking at a blank wall, because I had said it and I had written about it the moment the judgment came, that the real work starts now, and so many issues are there that are being fought, unfortunately, in the courts. They're not being fought in parliament, they're not being fought in everyday life.
So just 2014, I mean the verdict, it was of course a big win. Tell me, if I ask you a very simple question, when we talk about inclusion, or what's the difference between inclusion and exclusion, what about representation? Again, there's a very fine line. We keep saying, leaving no one behind.
Yeah. Well, I think they've done much better than us. I hate admitting it, but the NALSA judgment and the way the transgender communities took it forward is brilliant. On one side they were agitating, on the other side they were sort of trying to get in, trying to mobilize sisters. We must, of course, 2-3 things must be put straight away on the table. They're the most visible of LGBT. And hence, there was a lot of violence also against them. So they were fighting a battle on so many fronts. And on each front, they have gone much further,
Beyond.
much further than we gay men.
हमारे कल्चर में, संस्कृति में ट्रांसजेंडर का शब्द ही नहीं था. But who we call transgender today actually held positions of esteem. We forgot that. And when the British came, they not only imposed 377 IPC, which we got rid of in 2018 in the Navtej Johar case, but made transgender persons criminals. And most unfortunately, we accepted that as our culture in India after independence in 1947 and 51. When I took up the 377 case in 2001, you could not get a gay person, a homosexual person, to come out in the public. That was the state of affairs. So I'm very proud to see Lakshmi standing here proudly with all our transgender people to say, I am transgender. Very few people were supporting it. But we were able to move and build a movement primarily because transgender persons were out in the open and saying, we will put forward our case. And I want to thank everybody who participated. For me, this is a historic moment.
देखिए थोड़ा थोड़ा बदलाव आ रहा है, पूरी तरीके से तो अभी तक बदलाव आया नहीं है, लेकिन समथिंग इज़ बेटर देन नथिंग। अभी कुछ तो हो रहा है जो कुछ नहीं था बिल्कुल। तो अब धीरे धीरे अगर हम देखते हैं आफ्टर सुप्रीम कोर्ट नालसा जजमेंट कि अब ज़मीनी हकीकत में थोड़ा थोड़ा फैमिली एक्सेप्ट कर रही है, थोड़ा थोड़ा डिस्क्रिमिनेशन कम हो रहा है, डिग्निटीज़ कम हो रही है, तो हमारे लोगों के साथ जो भेदभाव का स्तर है वो कहीं 2014 के बाद कम हो गया है। और लोगों ने हमारे प्रति जो विचारधारा बना रखी थी सदियों से, उसे कहीं तोड़ा गया है 2014 के जजमेंट के बाद। और अब जो है हमें हमारे बारे में अच्छे विचार और अच्छे प्लेटफॉर्म पे लोग हमें देखना चाहते हैं, और हमारा समाज जो अधिकारों से वंचित रखा गया है वो आने वाले समय में मुख्य प्रवाह से जोड़ा जाए और हम भी समाज के मुख्य प्रवाह में जुड़ के समाज के उन्नति में कंधे से कंधा लगा के चढ़े।
Let's try and understand how important is parental support, especially within this community. Aryan, born as Naila, and now Aryan achieved so many milestones. First, India's first trans man to get an award, the Musclemania Award. And tell us about the journey. I have read that you've written that your parents really supported you. Your journey and how important is your parents' support?
So, I think without my parents, I wouldn't have done my transition at so early age. So they helped me emotionally, financially to get my surgeries done, and especially my mother, she stood for me like a very very strong pillar,
Like a rock, yeah.
yeah. So she I was not expecting she will say to my rest of the relatives my child is my first priority, and others it doesn't matter whether they want to continue a relationship with us or not.
I think anyway it's so tough, even emotionally. As a parent, you've done that. I mean, you did it more than a decade ago when even things were not so open. Now there are movies being made. As a mother, I won't ask you a typical thing that how did you do it, but today I would like you to encourage other mothers that why is it important that mothers need to, or parents need to come forward and support their children and their sexual orientation and choices.
I would like to remind today's parents that your children are the future of this country. So I think every parent today look forward for a very bright future for their child, and they expect their children to be doctors, engineers, they want them to be bureaucrats and probably go as high up as politicians or prime ministers. So what kind of children would we like to raise today so that these children run this country in such a way that they show empathy and understanding towards each and every person, citizen of this country. So this is the reason that it's very important for the parents to raise their children in such a manner that when they grow up, they understand, they do not discriminate between these genders and everything, and then they become the future of this country, and this is how we are going to have a bright future.
There was a time, I remember 2 decades back, when being a transgender, you were only seen two ways. One is giving blessings to the newborn kids, and second is actually begging on the streets. There were no other opportunities for the community. Then there was a huge problem which came up on legalization of LGBTQI+ populations and Article 377. There was a huge role which some of the key people have played. One of them being Ashok Rao Kavi, and there was a time when it was a taboo. No one used to speak about the rights of the communities. People used to say okay, where they were seeing this whole transgender LGBTQI+ communities as the communities who are spreading the HIV. There's a huge change which has happened over the last 2 decades. and everyone has put its own efforts, and I have been a very active member in the whole journey of the transgender communities. From the times when the community CBOs were getting strengthened, identifying the champions, training them, investing in them, training them on the management skills, and formally starting the structures. I'm lucky enough, during my work, I'm able to actually nurture 100+ community-based organizations who work with the transgender communities and LGBTQI+ in the broader domain.
I think this awards is a recognition, it's a big recognition. I mean, you already know that is NALSA judgment is here, we already know that Transgender Act is there. But what we don't know is that a lot of transgender communities are doing fantastic work for the society development. I mean, they are equally contributing like any other person. And I think that needs to be highlighted, that needs to be recognized, and that needs to be felicitated. Because they need to have a power to do something transformational, and unless you don't get recognized, you don't understand on these things. I've been saying this over here is that when you make a Taj Mahal, people just look at the Taj Mahal, they don't understand how many hands were used to build that. And right now what we are doing is actually we are appreciating these hands who have really made the Taj Mahal look beautiful. Right now the young transgender people have been able to access the services because all this work that has been done by these front workers tirelessly over the years and years again, and in various departments and facilities. So I think today is about the celebration. Today is also about looking back and thinking forward, and that's what we are trying to do with this conclave.
मेरे को ये चैलेंज लगता है कि सोसाइटी जब भी सोचता है, जब भी बात करता है कि किन्नर और कम्युनिटी के बारे में, तो ये ट्रेन पे मांगते या रेड लाइट या सेक्स वर्कर, उसको छोड़ के और कुछ कर नहीं सकते। ये भावना, ये मानसिकता चेंज करने के लिए हर कोई काम, जैसे ड्राइविंग से लेके किताब लिखना, पॉलिटिक्स, ऑल्सो आई एम द फर्स्ट ट्रांसजेंडर एंटरप्रेन्योर, खदी बोर्ड की से पैसा लेके कम्युनिटी के लिए काम करना। और मेरे पास अभी 200 से ज़्यादा बच्चे हैं, जिसमें 40 ट्रांसजेंडर अभी गवर्नमेंट के साथ काम कर रहे हैं, टाटा के साथ काम कर रहे हैं, 17 ट्रांसजेंडर अभी पुलिस सब इंस्पेक्टर के लिए प्रिपेयर हो रहे हैं, मेरे पास अभी गाड़ी मांग रहे हैं। और ये सब क्रेडिट स्टेट मेरी सीएम के साथ मेरी जो गुरु लक्ष्मी नारायण त्रिपाठी, ऑल द क्रेडिट गोज फॉर हर।
Amidst all these adversities, there are some transgenders who really come forward, broken stereotypes and made a name for themselves. Zainab, you're one of them. Tell me, you have achieved something, at a very young age. How difficult was it?
I think like all things difficult, you have to struggle. And I think for a person like me, who had the good fortune of having an education that mattered, really plays a very key role in bringing me where. But the most important part is we found very important allies outside the community who became my family of choice. So although my biological family did not support me, it was families like Lakshmi Narayan Tripathi, other transgender activists, and some really phenomenal people in my professional journey who believed that I was more than my body. I was more than what people appeared, what I appeared to as people, and that gave me the strength, hope and opportunity to become what I am today.
So, while we are at these awards today, and awards do acknowledge good work, and you have received one of them, how important is it to have a more inclusive society, and how can we really achieve it?
Okay, so in a country with 1 billion plus people, we realize that COVID has shrunk a lot of the barriers that we have today. So either we sit and reflect and say that the new society, the new dawn is inclusive of people who have marginalized past, and we include them and take steps to create inclusivity and equity for them, or we go back to a pre-COVID era. Since we cannot afford to go back to a pre-COVID era, here is an opportunity like this award ceremony to not only recognize that trans people exist, celebrate their existence, but to also kind of appreciate the effort and mainstreaming society.
With us someone who's been fighting for nearly 25 years for the rights of her community. We have with us Acharya Mahamandleshwar Lakshmi Tripathi ji. Thank you so much, Lakshmi ji, for joining us.
Thank you so much, Ambika ji.
It's a great day, it's history. First time national awards for the transgenders. You know, from where we were, where they were living oppressed lives. Today, awards for them, felicitations and acknowledgement. From 2014, when the Supreme Court verdict to now, how has the journey been? You've been a very integral part of it.
In 2014, when the Nalsa judgment came, and from there till 2021, even facing the corona pandemic, everything has been a topsy-turvy. But to tell you that the government and under the leadership of our Prime Minister Narendra Ji Modi Ji, we have a transgender act, we have a transgender policy, we have so many things which we never had. This year is the 75th year of independence. We are celebrating our freedom, but we only got our rights in 2014 by the Nalsa judgment. From there till here is big thing. We have 2 Padma awardees. But this national award, the first national award of transgender, I am overwhelmed. Today, my dictionary falls short of words, you know, to pour out my emotions. It is an win-win situation where today we are, you know, giving away awards to organizations who supported us. We are giving away Lifetime Achievement Award. We are giving away parents who supported the transgender.
Absolutely.
It's for the first time in the world somewhere it is happening. It can only start from India, that we are recognizing parents who supported their trans kids.
Which is so important.
Which is so important. More than my struggle, it's my parents' struggle. We have named it Vidya Awards. You know, it's all about education. It's all about everything. Because even I lost my mother recently.
Yes.
Her name was Vidya.
So you dedicated the awards to her?
Yeah, I dedicated that award to her, the parents, because she came from Gorakhpur. A 16-year-old girl gets married to a man and she comes to Mumbai. She gives me birth. She stands by me from an Orthodox Brahmin family. From there till here, it has been a big journey for me also and for her also.
Yes.
My journey has been too much glorified, but the parents' journey never get glorified. But now it's time, we have to hear both the stories. They are the unsung heroes.
In fact, like you rightly said, it's if you have your parents supporting, you know, the children, that's when the children grow, and we can see that in you. If I just ask you something, you know, your journey, it's been nearly 25 years where you've been, you know, fighting for the rights of the community. A lot has happened. Like you said, the verdict has happened. What more should be done?
Only the foundation has been laid down, no? We have to build the structure. We have to see to it that the coming generation is not begging. If they don't have any jobs, so now they are begging on the streets. If they don't have any openings, so they are selling their body. The day things becomes out of choice, that I have no one to judge, but there should be a lot of avenues open. I never thought as an Indian I would ever be a respected Indian as a transgender woman. But I am. I am Acharya Mahamandaleshwar. We have our own akhada in the religion.
Absolutely.
You know, today we are doing the national awards. Tomorrow we will do something else. I want to see IAS, IPS from my community. I want to see doctors. I want to see scientists from my community. I want equal right of education for trans community.
Yes.
I want people to be sensitized to understand what is trans.
और अगर हम challenges की बात करें, आज की डेट में क्या challenges हैं?
There are a lot of challenges, ना housing challenge है, access to quality health services challenge है. There is so, but government is doing lot of work. Government बहुत काम कर रही है. मैं ये भी नहीं कहूँगी कि government कुछ नहीं कर रही है. आज मैं council member हूँ. Government इतनी अच्छे policies निकल National Network of Transgender.
जी मैं पूछने ही वाली थी. या उसके आप president बने हैं. Congratulations on that.
मैं president बनी हूँ. और तो वो सेशन में मैं बता रही हूँ कि 2 घंटा जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी राधिका जी, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ सोशल जस्टिस एम्पावरमेंट, हर एक व्यक्ति को प्रॉब्लम सुनी, उसको रिजॉल्व करी, और जो टाइम लगेगा रिजॉल्व करने के लिए उसके लिए प्रॉपर आश्वासन दी. तो ये क्या सिर्फ मतलब वेयर यू विल फाइंड दिस. क्रिटिसाइज करना बहुत आसान है, पर मेरा हिसाब अलग है. मुझे लगता है कि साथ में बैठ के काम करना मुश्किल होता है, पर उसे जब हम वो तरीका सीख लें तो उससे आसान कोई चीज नहीं होती.
और क्या किया जा सकता है? अवार्ड्स एक शुरुआत है, लेकिन मेन स्ट्रीम सोसाइटी में अगर लाना हो कम्युनिटी को,
दृष्टिकोण बदलना चाहिए. जब हम अपने बच्चों को रास्ते पे फेंकना बंद कर देंगे, एक नया भारत का निर्माण होगा. अपने ट्रांस बच्चों को घर के बाहर नहीं, घर के अंदर का रास्ता बताइए.
एक्सेप्टेंस बताइए, उनको अपने छाती कलेजे से लगाइए, क्योंकि वो बच्चा आपका है।
Our campaign, the NDTV Detol Banega Swasth India, talks about inclusion and leaving no one behind. These awards are just the beginning, but as individuals, the onus is on us to get the transgender community as part of the mainstream society. Together, each one of us can build an equal and just society.